guys, welcome back. It's your girl Jazz, and as I promised, I am doing a comparison video between the Arctic Air, which I reviewed last year, and this year's new Arctic Air Ultra. So as you can tell right off the bat, the boxes are a different size. I lost the box to my Arctic Air, so I had to go buy a new one, and the price has reduced. It was running about 40 bucks last year, and it's now about 20 bucks. And then the Arctic Air Ultra has now replaced the price of the Arctic Air, and is 40 bucks. So half the cost from last year, and then this year the 40 bucks. So right off the bat, that's one of the big differences, 20 bucks versus 40 bucks. So outside of that, let's go ahead and compare the two. Supposedly, I say that with everything, skepticalism, because obviously that's the reason that you're here. You're wanting to know what is true. So supposedly the Ultra, that's already cold, is going to run cooler. So we're going to go ahead and test this out. I do have, well, let me go ahead and start out a couple other things. Obviously you can tell the device is the size difference, but Ultra is a little bit smaller. The Ultra also has a little bit more of a decor look to it. It's not just kind of the standard boxiness to it. Let's see, what else can we talk about it? They both do have filters to them. You do have to soak them, pre-soak them before you run them, which they've already been done. They both have the same water from the same bucket, so there's no advantage to the other, to one or the other. So we're gonna go ahead and start this off. And so the Arctic Air Ultra is a little bit louder, and I'm getting cold right now with both of them blowing at me. I don't want it blowing on me. And I was complaining about an hour ago, I was complaining about being too hot. Now I'm complaining about being too cold. So don't judge me. Yes, I'm indecisive. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start up this. The air is actually stronger on the Ultra. I can feel it a lot stronger. They're both on high as well. As far as the coolness, we're going to go ahead and test this one out. We're going to start with the Arctic Air, the original one first. And we're going to set it for a minute and let it settle. Alright. So this one's set at 58.2 degrees. That's pretty cool. But not as cool as me. Alright, we're going to do the Arctic Air now. Do I have them both pulling out blast? Ooh-wee, that's cold. And like I said, they're both the same, using the same water. Alright, Arctic Air, I'm going to need some explanation here. Based off just doing the temperature, the Arctic Air original is colder. It is bigger, it holds more water, and the only thing that the Ultra that I can say is better, so to speak. Does that make a difference? Let me see. So I have on the Ultra, I hear the water, the misting going on. So I think that makes a difference. So I'm going to double check on this one and give it another try. Still 64 degrees on the Ultra versus the regular. It's a little bit warmer now, sitting at 61. But I will say the Ultra does blow more air, so I guess that's the reason why it's cooler. And like I said, they're both the same water, so there's no advantage. You can throw the filter in the freezer to kind of add some more extra coolness to it. But surprisingly enough, the Ultra is actually colder. I'm sorry, not the original one's actually colder. Sorry. I keep wanting to say the Ultra because that's what it's advertising, is that the Ultra is colder. But my assumption is that because of the air blowing is what's going to cool you off, but the air that's actually blowing out is actually cooler on the Arctic Air. And I'm going to turn these off because I'm getting cold. So I'm pretty sure that's the main reason that you're here, so we're going to cover that basis first. A couple of the other differences, other than the obvious visual of it. The attachments aren't the same. Trying to get this out. Get out! Obviously, this one came out a lot easier. So one of the differences is that the USB is for the original, and then the DC is for the Ultra. So that's one small difference to it as well. The original is going to hold more water into it. However, I think I'm trying to find the time for the air, how long it runs. It says a minimum of 8 hours. So I'm guessing on the highest speed it's 8 hours, which is the same for the Ultra. So based off of that, the time from the company itself, I haven't tested it officially yet, is going to be 12 hours on low. Was it 12 hours on low? Let me double check on this before I give you the wrong information. All right, so the the runtime is going to be 8 hours on high, 10 hours on medium, and 12 hours on low. So I wasn't able to find an official from the Arctic Air themselves, the runtime for the original Arctic Air, but it says a minimum of 8 hours. Or, a minimum of 8 hours. So I'm assuming it's going to be similar to the Ultra. Now, I'm pretty sure you want to see the front of it. So here's the front. As far as the original, it doesn't look too much different from the front to the back. So the power button, there's actually a power button to this one, which I unplugged it. That's the reason why it doesn't work. There's a power button to the original. There's not a power button on the Ultra. You just press the fan button and then it automatically starts. But whenever you push the power button, again, it's going to automatically start. They're both going to start on the highest speed. You hit the fan button to lower them. I do know that the the original has colors on it. So let's see. Guess it's only going to work. There's no actual light to it. See, the original has, as you see, different lights to it. I don't want to have to continue yelling at you guys. So that way you can hear me. So the original does have a little bit more color to it. I don't see any color on the Ultra. So that's another difference to it. The loading on the front for the Ultra, on the side for the original. So, anything else I can think of? Trying to think. Did I cover everything? Any other questions? Do you have any questions? Let me know. Comment below. In the meantime, make sure that you subscribe. I'll be happy to answer any questions. Also, if you have any suggestions on the next thing you want me to review, I'll be more than happy to add it to my list. Make sure that you subscribe again in case you didn't hear me the first time. And stay tuned and stay jazzy. Thanks for watching, guys.